Hey everybody, welcome back to WASD 20. My name is Nate, and today we are going to be working on step 4 of our fantasy map. Today is going to be foliage, and well, mainly that means forests for us. And I might get to some other things too, but that's going to be it probably. So, the first thing I want to talk about here is I came up with some names for various places. And I came up with a name for my world finally. Hooray! So this is going to be the land of Inshar. And I'm going to fancy up the font at some other point here. I like doing lettering, I really do, but I'm not going to take the time to do that right now. Maybe I'll have a whole separate video on lettering. I don't know, let me know if you'd want to see that. But this is going to be Inshar. And I might call it Western Inshar or Southern Inshar because it is southwest. Probably not southwestern, but anyway. So last time we did rivers and lakes, and we did the borders of coastlines as well. And now we're going to be doing forests. So I've done just a little practice on this map over here, which I was using as practice for mountains last time, and the coast, as you can see as well. And just trying to experiment with some different styles here. So a lot of maps have this kind of single tree style, which obviously, you know, each tree is representative of many more than just one tree. And some maps have this more kind of cluster cloud almost look to it, where it's almost like a jagged cloud. But yeah, it's a thick, dense forest. So I'm going to go with this option. I like Questing Beast's video, as usual. Questing Beast has some good thoughts on mountains, and I liked what he did with some of his styles. I've also been looking at a lot of these, so this one, you know, just really dense right here. Just printed out some fantasy maps. This one has kind of the individual trees just kind of here and there throughout mostly the mountainous areas. But that tends to kind of blend with the mountains, which might be a little more realistic, but this map is a little busy for me. Functional, it looks nice too, but it's of course the south region of Westeros. Then we've got this one's really dense, pretty cool. I think it looks all right. It's got a particular style. This one right here, just really kind of dense. Cloudy regions that I couldn't even tell were, you know, forests when I was first looking at it. I thought, oh, this one doesn't have any trees, and I kind of skipped over it. And of course the Narnia map, which I really love, I mentioned last time. This one's really cool because that detail, look at the shadows by each tree even. It's just super detailed, looks cool. I love this map for a whole lot of reasons, but for some reason when I'm doing my own map, I've tried some of the mountains and the coast, and I'm not a fan of that style for me, but I do love this map. So we're going to be sticking closer to that style today. Alright, so here we go. Let's begin drawing the outline of these forests here. So I'm just going to go very lightly with pencil, and I will be inking it later, but I'm going to go around my rivers and streams. Make some forested regions, and I don't want to overdo it. You know, it's easy to fill up a map, but you want to save some room for some of the some writing. It'd be nice to have, so you don't have to write over lots of stuff. And I don't know, you don't want to overdo it. Make the map too busy looking, I guess, is one way to say it. I don't want to do that. I don't like how smooth some of these are. I want to make a little more definition, so I'm going to go back and redo some of this here. I had a comment on my last video saying you should write lighter in pencil so that you don't leave pencil lines, and yeah, I probably should, but I'm no artist. I'm an amateur, and I just do what I do. I probably should learn to do that a little, sketch a little lighter. Oh well. I'll keep trying. So I can do some of this when I go back with pen too, and kind of, you know, make a little more jagged definition to kind of fit with this right here, where you can actually kind of draw lines in there to. Well, anyway, hard to explain, but you can see what I mean there on that edge. And I think that's all I'm going to do for forests. You know, it's easy to overdo it. In reality, there would be lots of trees all over the place, and even some maybe less dense forests. But these are going to be the thicker, dense forests of the region that are identifiable and named, rather than just kind of wide open land. If you look at some of these maps that I have again, you know, there's just a lot of wide open space, and that's okay. It doesn't mean there's nothing there. It doesn't mean there's no trees, no grass, no deserts or fields. It's just, you know, less identifiable on a map. Maybe there are trees, but it's not enough trees to equal one forest unit or something like that. Actually, I think I am going to do one of these islands pretty densely forested. And maybe we'll do a little bit right here. Oh, maybe I'm getting carried away here. This might be a bad idea. Okay, calling it quits. This right here, I imagine might be some plains, maybe some desert. Maybe we'll get to that later and build that out. But for now, I think we're good. The style that I'm going for here on this map is to kind of shade the front edge here, and I shade with hatching here, vertical hatching, to make it almost look like tree trunks a little bit. And then, and I think Questing Beast did that in one of his videos. And then I'm going in and I'm actually making some circles, some kind of spikes, some just squiggly lines here, various shapes. I just kind of toyed around with different styles and found that to be a style that I liked, that I thought looked pretty good. And again, I'm just doing this very lightly because I'm going to go in and ink it later. Alright, and now I'm going to go in and add some more of that definition that we're going for here. So, you know, this, kind of carry it down and follow the lines that I've already made a little bit. And then we go in and just kind of make some and just kind of draw some squigglies in there to kind of give it more of a thick feel. I'm not a big fan of some of those circles. Maybe they're too big. Maybe I need to make them more like a half circle, just kind of lumps. I don't know. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to ink this one, and then if I like the way it looks, I'll come back and just do all the others as well. Alright, so I've inked two of these forests now, and it's coming along. I like it. I think it, you know, it looks a little puffy like a cloud, but I kind of like that style. I don't mind that look, and so I'm going to keep on going here and keep on adding some definition to these forests. One thing I'm liking is drawing some lines that are kind of perpendicular to the others. I'm sorry, parallel to my sides a little bit, almost like you're outlining it or inlining it, and rather than doing them all like this, you know, in from the sides, which does tend to make it look a little more like a cloud. Alright, so that's pretty much it for my forest here. I'm going to go ahead and erase my pencil lines, probably not so successfully. And I'm going to, I'm thinking about probably naming these forests, but I'm just terrible at coming up with names on the spot. So those are things I have to ponder and agonize over. So I'll do that and might name some of these forests. We'll see. I certainly don't think I'll name all of them. Alright, so I am pretty happy with how that turned out. I might experiment and try some different styles still, and I'm not totally, I think this map will always be a work in progress, but yeah, it's looking pretty good. In closing, I'd like to dedicate this video. I've never really dedicated a video before, but I'd like to dedicate this one to the memory of Bob Ross, who was a painter I used to watch on TV when I was a kid, and always entertaining, inspiring, and just a good guy, so hopefully, Bob Ross, wherever you are, you're looking down on these happy little trees that we drew this video. And yeah, Bob Ross always had the attitude, you just keep going, just go for it. Don't look back, and there's no mistakes here, there's just happy little accidents. So there's been a few of those here, and I want to thank you for joining me for those. And here's to you, Bob Ross. Next time we'll be doing landmarks, cities, and we got to get some more names on this map. I got to do that. So we'll be talking about just how I come up with names for things and some of the sources I have. And yeah, hope you'll join me. Happy world building and map making to you, and everybody take care. I'll see you next time.